Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 4, 2026. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far, but it's a great Tuesday evening. I hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, custom the weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we'll be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country, tropical weather outlook, your local forecast for your Wednesday and Thursday. Take a look at your local current watch and warning advisory map currently across the nation. The storm prediction center outlook for general thunderstorm to marginal to slight risk of severe thunderstorm. Talk about it in tonight's video, and take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar. If you live in Columbia, if you live in the South Carolina region, where the Columbia National Weather Service office shows the weather radar in South Carolina. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see here we got some activity in the eastern Pacific from South and Central America all the way toward the Hawaiian chain island. Got any tropical wave out here, could become something tropical at any time during the next several days. Got a little cluster of showers and storms just east of the Leeward Island, also east of South America. I need to monitor that. You can see some tropical waves starting to get this act together here just east of Florida. I got about 3 tropical waves here. Here's 1, 2, and 1 right off the southeast coast here, right off the Carolina coast. Also a little bit of activity across areas of Florida. We got an upper level low spinning over the mountains of western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, bringing some precipitation. Got a cold frontal boundary stretching from up here from South Canada through Nebraska, Kansas, back into areas of Arkansas and also New Mexico. Got some activity across Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, and even the Caribbean is getting a little bit of activity in the northwestern portions of that region. Alright, let's continue to move forward and take a look at your local forecast for your Wednesday, and it should roll out something like this here across the board. Alright, we've got some heavy rain flash flooding for portions of Illinois, back into Missouri, Iowa, also eastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska. And then we got thunderstorms and showers from the Mexico-U.S. border from Arizona, New Mexico up to Kansas to Nebraska, over toward Michigan, toward Lake Herring, Lake Superior, down toward Louisiana, all the way over toward the Florida Keys, to Georgia, Alabama, all the way up to areas of Pennsylvania. Shower activity from New York State to Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island areas as well in the coastal waters. Otherwise, expect your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's roll on into your Thursday forecast. And as you can see, here's the high pressure system, cold front, warm front, low pressure system, high pressure system, and troughs across the local forecast areas as well. Alright, here the weather features once again. We got shower activity right along the Mexico U.S. border in Arizona, New Mexico. It has disappeared, and we're gonna have to wait till it eventually kind of feel back yet. Okay, here it is. Areas of Arizona, New Mexico to Texas, to up towards South Dakota, Nebraska, also Louisiana to the Florida Keys, Georgia, Alabama up to Illinois, also some in Minnesota, Wisconsin, a little bit in Lake Superior, over toward Michigan, over toward southeast Canada from the Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island to the Virginia and the Carolinas and the coastal waters. Otherwise, make your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's continue to roll forward and take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map currently across the nation. And it should roll out something like this here across the board. Alright, we got some flash flood watches, flood warnings in Virginia, flood advisories over North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, portion of Tennessee, special marine warning off the coast of Florida, also air quality alerts over here in portions of Tennessee, Arkansas, and over here in Texas. Then again in Colorado, over in areas of Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, Washington, Oregon State. Even in the orange, we have heated advisories there in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, California, Nevada, Arizona, portion of Oklahoma, a couple counties in Arkansas, and also New Mexico. Severe thunderstorm watches down here in areas of southern Arizona. Excessive heat warnings there stretching into California and also into areas of Nevada. And also got some red flag warnings over here in Colorado and also areas of Utah. Excessive heat watches also in effect for Nevada. Alright, smoke crack gale warning from Northern California, Washington State, and also around portion of western Alaska, Hawaii chain island was good. Got some special weather statements and some flood warnings in effect for southern Texas. Alright, let's continue to roll forward and take a look at Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, which is Wednesday. Alright, we have a marginal risk around Tucson, northern Texas, portion of New Mexico, western Oklahoma, Springfield up to Pierre, general thunderstorm elsewhere across the board in the lighter green areas. Tornado probability 2% up here in portion of Pierre down towards areas of Hannibal and also northern Missouri and eastern Iowa. Damaging winds pretty much across Tucson, portion of New Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, then from Springfield up to Pierre, 5%, large hail, and just mainly from Missouri into Pierre, Illinois, and also portion of Iowa. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center day number 3 outlook. And it rolls out like this. General thunderstorms across much of the area, just in the lighter green areas, marginal risk stretching from Wilmington, Delaware to Baltimore, Maryland, also up toward Binghamton and Albany, New York. Probability rolls out like this, 5%. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar in Columbia, South Carolina. Alright, you can see we got a lot of activity up around the Charlotte area, Albemarle, Lexington area, North Carolina, a little bit around the Asheville area, stretching into Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, down from Greenwood, Newberry. You get some activity, Columbia, South Carolina, south of Sumter, down from Orangeburg, Barnwell, down toward Walterboro, and also eastern Georgia. All this activity is kind of pivoting off to the north and east. So anywhere from Sumter to Camden, maybe over toward Darlington, Florence, Sherall, Lancaster, you may get a little bit of activity, but not everybody's going to see it. But some areas may see a little bit of precipitation as it continues to drift on off to the north and northeast. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll get you back in the next ones. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because what is it? It's the only weather you got.